Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking today's Reddit Rose report after last night's Raw in Miami went off the air. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, they were ready to face off in a singles match. Then Kane interrupted. That led to Roman Reigns making a save for Ambrose. And dark match after the main event was Ambrose and Reigns defeating Rollins and Kane. And the baby faces hit all their finisher moves, and Reigns greeted the fans in the show. Big time babyface anymore, ain't it? Alright, WWE edited a Nikki Bella wardrobe malfunction out of last night's Raw's replay and on DVR, by the way. Alright, WWE is planning on doing a Bo Dallas versus the Great Khali on last night's Raw, but the rematch from last week, it was a rematch from before. But anyway, it was nixed during script changes and stuff. And Rollins and Reigns, Reigns and Rusev was also scheduled for last night's Raw, which would have been a good one. But it was nixed during the late rewrites, and the show went to a handicap match that was made. And this is why WWE had 2 handicap matches in the first hour of the show. Must have been Vince back at it again with his ink pen. And WWE superstar David Otunga, remember him? Anyway, he's going to be appearing as himself. Why would you do that? But he wants to. On July 30th episode of ABC's General Hospital. And Otunga mentioned on last week's show as one of the older characters is apparently a former professional wrestler. And Otunga told Soap Opera Digest that he was invited to be on the show, and this is his sister's favorite series. Oh. Alright, WWE has released a new Music of WWE Network album. I guess it's on iTunes now, and it's featured songs from This Week in WWE, Legends House, WrestleMania Rewind, WWE Countdown, Slam City, and the network theme. I hope it don't have on there the ratings that comes on every time you turn on one of those shows. Hate that. Anyway, Chris Jericho, he was not at last night's Raw in Miami. Jericho flew to Los Angeles Monday morning to begin promoting Fozzie's new album, which hits the stores today, by the way. The backstage attack on Jericho, well, how did that happen? The Wyatt family. It was actually filmed at Battleground. WWE officials, yeah, they're pulling some over on us, but that's okay. WWE officials are not happy with the CM Punk deal and the way everything went down about his departure, and said that there are definitely issues between them right now. So that tells me that something's going to be going on in a while. While it may appear the Punk's contract ended, everything went smooth. That's not the case. WWE does not see it like that. It is not confirmed to happen, but there's definitely a feeling that something may end up happening on WWE inside soon. Possibly some sort of consequences for Punk for how he left the company. And now he could have done it a different way if he really wanted to. But there could be lawsuit, there could be breach of contract, could be no revenues from merchandise is being sold now. I don't know how his contract was stated. They may just cut that off, but hope he saved up a bunch of money. And as seen on last night's Raw, kind of funny they don't hold that against AJ Lee, do they? Oh well, I guess not her fault. As seen on last night's Raw, a new stable was formed with Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston. TNA World Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Bobby Lashley suggested that WWE's new stable is a copy of his stable with MVP, Kenny King, and TNA. Never know. Bray Wyatt was originally supposed to defeat Chris Jericho at Sunday's Battleground pay-per-view, but the finish was changed on Sunday right before it started, and Vince McMahon's decision. I had him pick the win. Vince screwed that up. And as of Saturday's creative meeting, Wyatt was still planning to defeat Jericho at the pay-per-view. The two will have a rematch at SummerSlam and then likely go to another rematch at Night of Champions before Jericho takes another hiatus. Mark Henry, he's rumored to be returning to WWE TV for a new... he might end up in the stable with Xavier Woods and Kingston and E. Beside Brock Lesnar taking on John Cena for World Heavyweight title at SummerSlam, other top matches are Roman Reigns taking on Randy Orton, Seth Rollins taking on Dean Ambrose. And the possibility of Undertaker facing Sting in like a dream match appears kind of slim, as the Taker may have already wrestled his last match. We don't know for sure. But here's some inside info here. Taker has been telling those close to him that although he doesn't completely rule out wrestling again, he does not expect to. Last thing we heard, which was, I don't know what, a month or two ago, the feeling like a bit over a month ago, the Undertaker was saying he did not expect to ever wrestle again, but he didn't rule out 100%. He just didn't expect it, says Dave Meltzer of Wrestling Observer Radio. I don't expect to wrestle, but I might. And as reported in June, the Undertaker was in bad shape after suffering multiple injuries in the WrestleMania 30 match with Brock Lesnar, although he has been training in the gym, and the possibility of a match next year, WrestleMania 31, Santa Clara, California, was not looking good. Of course, I'm not looking good, but there I am in front of this silly camera, and it's not broke. Alright, there's a video above of CM Punk, not above, but on the internet, speaking with CBS Cleveland's Chris Van Etten, something like that. Anyway, at a AP Music Awards last night, but it was just kind of, he was asking him how he feels and about hosting the awards and more. And Punk was asked if we will ever see him wrestle again for WWE again, and Punk replied, "No, no, no, never, ever, never, ever, ever. They're going to go crazy on Twitter. They're going to hold me to it, and yeah, whatever." That was his answer, whatever that was. I got the no and never, but no, you never say never. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.